welcome or welcome back to my channel. Today is already the 2nd of February as I'm filming this, so there's no time like the present. We need to choose my February TBR. I'm usually not one for TBRs. I kind of prefer to mood read most of the time. However, I did make a unintentional quarterly TBR recently, and I feel like I did pretty good with it. So I've decided to kind of challenge myself each month to kind of stick to a TBR and make sure I'm getting books read off of my physical TBR and keeping things like at top of mind if I can. So I decided that I want to use a prompt wheel to choose my TBR for February. So let's just get into it. I'm going to choose 6 books. 5 might be more realistic, but I think I'm going to choose 6 books so that I have a lot of options. As I said, I love to mood read, so I feel like giving myself more options is a way to actually get this correct. This shelf right here is my top priority TBR, but these 3 shelves are all unread books, so I could technically pull from any of them. Okay, first prompt. Let's see. Okay. All right. Is it gonna stop? Oh, okay. It was right there. But we ended up getting a celebrity book club pick. I have none of these on my TBR except actually, let me get it. I have Becoming, oh my god, I'm stupid, Celebrity Book Club. I do have a few of those on my shelf, I think. This one is Read with Jenna. I really did want to read this. This is on my top priority TBR. This is The Dream Hotel by Lila Lalami. This might actually be my only unread one. Oh, Good Morning America Book Club. I would say that counts. This is A Song to Drown Rivers by Anne Liang. It's Black History Month this month, so maybe I should read. Okay, but this one is not a book club pick. This is Letters to Send by Jasmine Ward. Between these two. This is kind of giving Mulan, but more fantastical. I don't know if I'm in the mood for this. So I think I'm going to go with The Dream Hotel by Lila Lalami for my first pick. Okay, book number 2. I'm going to, should I remove it? Yeah, I'm going to remove it. Okay, next. Okay, this one is easy. Has been adapted to TV or movie. So, okay, this one is an easy one. This is the one that came to mind as soon as I saw that the wheel was about to choose this prompt, but I was trying to be a little more creative. I don't have any others that I could think of. So we have Mockingjay by Suzanne Collins. This is the 3rd book in the Hunger Games original trilogy, and I would love to finish up that trilogy so that I could get to the 2 prequels that she's released since then. So I think I'm going to choose that one. Book number 3. Oh, boo. Okay. I could have used that one. That would have been ideal. But I have The Endless War by Danielle L. Jensen. This is the 4th book in the Bridge Kingdom series. So I think I'm going to read this one. I already started it and I have the audiobook, so I just feel like being in the middle of different fantasy worlds always kind of confuses me, but I really do want to finish this one, so that's next. Okay, book number 4. This always goes by so fast. Okay. Been on my TBR for years. Okay, what has been on my TBR for years? A lot of things. But actually, I think none that are on this top shelf have been on my TBR. Yeah, none of these that are on the top shelf have been on my TBR for a really long time. So, unless we want to do crime and punishment, we don't. I want to say one of these. Contemporary fiction at the bottom here. The Vanishing Half has actually been on my TBR for probably 5 years now. I started it, I'm on page like 15. 10. I'm on page 10. But is that really the vibe? Years could mean 2 years though. I feel like... Oh, you know what? More so than this one. Actually, no. It is Black History Month, and I did want to get a read in commemoration of that. This one I think is following the story of two sisters who are half black and half white, who have both kind of identified more with one race than the other, and we kind of follow the trajectory of their lives and how they have grown apart or differed. So I feel like this one would be a really interesting read. Number 4 is The Vanishing Half by Britt Bennett. Prompt number 5. Yeah, stop. Oh, okay. Okay, we have a one-word title. Damn. Does the count? Does the count? I would not count the, but I don't have any. I have Air by Bata here, but I think this is a continuation from the original The Ember and the Ashes series, and I haven't read that, so cannot pick that up. Okay, I think I need to spin again. Author I love. That's interesting. Immediately, what comes to my head is Frederick Bachman, as well as... ooh. I was going to say Emily Henry, but I think I've read her entire adult romance backlist. So I'm thinking Sarah Adams, even though I've read one book by her, I really loved it. So does that count? I'm gonna say it counts because I really want to read In Your Dreams. This is on my like quarterly TBR. I also need to read Practice Makes Perfect because I read Beg, Borrow, Steal, and that was the only one I read in the series, which I know is crazy to some people. It's totally fine, don't worry about me. But I really want to read this one. I want to read this one so bad. But you know what? I'm going to slightly do the right thing, and I'll put Practice Makes Perfect on my TBR. Okay, and our last and final prompt. Why did I say last and final? 6th and final. Oh no. Okay, if you know anything about me, I love to DNF a book. I will DNF a book for literally anything. Most of the times unintentionally, and I do intend to get back to them, but then something else draws my attention and holds it, and so I never actually get back to it. But I have a lot of books that I've soft DNF'd, to be honest. Let's see. This one. Okay, technically this one, but I actually did not DNF it. I actually just put it aside because I was filming This Video Ends When I Read a 5-Star, and I had just finished a fantasy read before this, so it was just kind of confusing me. But this was not a DNF technically. Is it? Because DNF means did not finish. Okay, whatever. Technically this is a DNF. I had started it quite a while ago, maybe 2 years. I need to sit in the frame. When it was like really popular, I had started this and never finished it. For no reason other than, oh, this is also a Good Morning America pick. It didn't have the stamp, but it says it right here. Yeah, I think I'm going to go this one. It's February. We need some more love picks in here. So I'm going to pick The 7-Year Slip by Ashley Poston. This will be my first Ashley Poston book. So wish me luck. Okay, we have a final stock here. So we have The 7-Year Slip by Ashley Poston, Practice Makes Perfect by Sarah Adams, The Vanishing Half by Britt Bennett. We have The Endless War by Danielle L. Jensen, Mockingjay by Suzanne Collins, and The Dream Hotel by Lila Lalami. As our February TBR. So I'm really excited. Let me know down below what your February TBR is, or at least one book that you're really looking forward to reading in February. And yeah, let's get reading. I will see you next time. Bye.